Hello, Captains! Well, it's time to play a brand new featured episode which I had no idea even existed. This came quietly and silently to my attention. Didn't even know that this was in the game until I logged into the game recently and found it here. This was very quietly released. If you go watch my Season 14.5 video, you will see where I discovered all this and get all the information about Season 14.5, which this new featured episode is a part of. But today's video, we're just going to go play the darn thing. So first of all, note that I am playing in advanced difficulty. This is one level above the normal setting, so this is the middle of the road. It's not elite, but it's not normal, it's advanced. That means that rewards will be heightened, I think. However, it will be a little more difficult. I am also playing on my primary character. This is my science character. So he's a science captain, and I am flying a science ship. This is the Doctor, and he will be flying an advanced research vessel Tier 6 today, and using all of the temporal reputation gear on both ground and space. It's all temporal reputation gear. So let's go to the featured mission, which is called The Renegade's Regret. Captain Neth Parr, the Tzenkethi officer who delivered vital military intelligence to the Alliance prior to the assault on Bajor, has turned herself in to authorities at Deep Space Nine. Debrief the captain and determine the nature of this new information. If possible, remember to replay this mission next week for another exclusive reward. And we will look at the rewards at the end of this mission. But it looks like we've got from April 3rd, April 26th is when they're doing this. And of course, each week we'll have a new reward. And this is going to, I guess, continue after the latest mission. Let's just remind ourselves real quick. The last mission before this was called Scylla and Charybdis, and I did play that mission. I did a playthrough of that as well, so check that mission out first, because this one picks up right after that mission. And that's the progression of the storyline there. That way you'll know what's happening. Let's hail.
Captain Neth Parr has turned herself in to authorities at Deep Space Nine. She's the Tzenkethi officer who delivered vital military intelligence to the Alliance prior to the assault on Bajor. Captain Parr is now actively seeking asylum and claims to have more tactical information for us. I'd like you to debrief the captain and determine the nature of this new information, if possible.
Interesting that it can only be completed as a single player. It means you cannot have a team of other people with you on this one. We're going to go to Travel Deep Space Nine. Of course, we get our featured episode weekly reward box, an Andorian tuber route. I guess that's a thing. And we're going to get either a science console called a refocuser emitter, plus 15% to Tetrion damage, plus 30 Starship Shield restoration, and plus 15 Starship Drain expertise. It does not appear to be part of a set, so I guess if you've got a Tetrion build going on, there's a new console for you to enjoy. Obviously, it probably wouldn't really help if you're not doing a Tetrion build. Tetrion Pulse Generator for Tetrion damage. And we got two rewards available on April 12th. We've got a Watch Your Back ground trait and a space trait called Redirected Armor. Then on the 19th, a Draconian ceremonial pole arm. So some melee damage weaponry. And Draconian, not really familiar with Draconian. I guess we're going to learn about that in this mission. Let's accept it. Exit. Close. Remember, we are on advanced difficulty. We need to go to Deep Space Nine, so let's go there. Let's beam up. I could transwarp straight there, but I kind of want to go there the old-fashioned way. Just for the journey, the experience of the whole mission as itself. And I've got my pretty, very colorfully pink ship. I love it. This is the visual effects from the temporal shield I'm using, which is called the Temporal Defense Initiative Regenerative Shield. These are the visual effects from that shield, and I love that. I just can't get over that. I did not have this turned on previously in previous videos using this ship, and I should have, because it is so pretty and unique. Let's warp out. And once we get into sector space here, we'll just turn this way, go to the Alpha Quadrant, and then we will head to Deep Space 9, and we will slipstream there. I'm moving pretty fast at slipstream, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. 38.39 on slipstream. So this mission should be pretty interesting. I have read, from what I've read, it's going to be some kind of different view we'll be able to play as, or maybe play as the Neth-Par's point of view, or the ship, or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but I read something about it when I was reading the Star Trek Online news page. It sounded quite interesting. And I guess this is going to pretty much end our Tzenkethi storyline and bring us into the Herc storyline. I just passed Deep Space Nine. And kind of bring us into the Herc storyline, because, as we all know now at this point, the Herc are going to be part of the Victory is Life expansion coming this summer to Star Trek Online. So this is naturally going to have to, like, transition us from Tzenkethi to Herc stuff, Herc storyline. But anyway, let's begin the Renegade's Regrets. Very excited to see what this is all about here. And already, this is new. The brig area of Deep Space Nine. So this shows the direction that they're going with. Obviously, I think we're going to get some new areas of Deep Space Nine to explore in the expansion, and I guess this is the beginning of that, because this is, as we all know, this was Odo's room, or security office on Deep Space Nine, and here it is in the game, so that's really cool. So it does sound like we're going to be getting, you know, more areas of Deep Space Nine in the expansion. I think this is like a preview of what's to come, and if so, that's pretty cool. We all are familiar with the brig area here, if you've ever seen Deep Space Nine. Okay, talk to Officer Rose Senna, so this will be a Bajoran.
Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Chief Ro told me to expect you. The Tzenkethi officer is in the far room at the back. A Starfleet captain is speaking to her.
Alright, thanks. I will head back there now. Guessing this way. Ooh, that red is kind of cool. Very narrow through here. Yeah, there's Neth-Par. Okay, oh, we got Captain LaForge is back here. I wonder what's this way. Just another way around. Okay, that's cool. I see how this works. Alright, well, there's LaForge. Let's talk to him.
Good to see you again. Tensions are running pretty high where the Tzenkethi are concerned, but Captain Parr has gone through a lot to help the Alliance. She deserves a fair shake.
Okay, speak with the Tzenkethi captain.
We keep meeting under less than ideal conditions.
Indeed. Why are you in the brig?
The Chief of Security thought it was a prudent measure. Technically, I am under protective custody until the Alliance decides what to do with me. I cannot fault this decision. Our military has much to answer for, myself included. There are many who might see a Tzenkethi face and decide to seek vengeance.
I trust you. Come on out. Oh, I guess we can open the cell and let this Tzenkethi out. I guess it's a she. Talk to Neth-Par.
Thank you. Far too many lives have been lost in this crusade, so I'm glad the tactical data I provided helped to save some.
That's an understatement, Captain.
No longer. I renounced the title of captain after committing mutiny. Part of the price I paid to save those lives today. Let's move on. I have more information for the Alliance. I presume you are here to collect it.
That's
Are
right.
you ready to hear my story?
I guess we're ready. Proceed. Begin Nethpar's story. So I wonder what happens now.
It began on my first mission as captain. I remember it clearly. Captain's log, mission cycle 132. We have arrived at System 91, local designation Eok.
Eok.
Admiral Zen Tarak prepares to conduct Dransuli cleansing operations. Our tactical reports indicate minimal threat from the locals. This should be another egg run.
Captain Parr, we are receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak.
Okay, so this looks like we are going to get to play as this captain or as this ship. This is exciting because it gives us the opportunity to play as a different species in a mission, which is really cool because you get to try out their ships and all that kind of stuff. I like that idea. They should do that more, honestly. Although, not too much, because obviously you will also want to use your own build and your own ship a lot of times. Okay, Captain Parr, we're receiving an incoming transmission from Admiral Zen Tarak. Continue.
Let's not keep the Admiral waiting, Ensign. Put him on screen.
The planet Eok. Scans show it to be filthy with the eggs of the hatred Dransuli. Their defenses are generally inferior, but their fleet could be dangerous in large numbers. While our ground squad prepares the weapon, we will ensure that no ship leaves this system. If one ship with one egg escapes, the contagion spreads. That is not acceptable.
Okay.
I know this is your first mission as Captain Neth. Don't let your excitement distract you from the task at hand. Stay alert!
So we are Nethpar, literally, right now. Playing from her perspective.
Of course, Admiral. We're prepared to enforce containment protocol as ordered, sir.
See to it that you do, Captain. Zen Tarak out.
Okay, so that's our order. Ooh, look at our tiny little ship.
Eoki fleet on intercept course. Eliminate them.
Holy crap. Well, I obviously don't know all the controls and stuff for this ship. So this will be interesting. Let's figure it out, I suppose. So a lot here. Defeat planetary defense fleet.
Warning.
Ooh, here we go. I guess Tetrion weapons is what we're using. Well, that's that. I don't know what that just did, but it did something. I know what I need to do. I need to check to make sure. Whoa, look at that weapon. Whatever that was. I guess I've got some kind of cannons going on. I'm not sure what kind of cannons I have here. I want to pause just for a second. Like, I know you can't pause, but I want to just see if we can see what our ship is made of, and we can't because this is all the stuff that's on my main ship. So, okay, so it's not going to show us. But I wonder if I can turn on all my weapons, which are all turned on, so I guess there's nothing I can do there. Okay. I just want to find out what kind of cannons I'm firing. They're really cool looking. I don't know what it is. I want to know what those are. If anybody knows what kind of cannons I'm firing, whatever that is, let me know, because it looks really cool, but I don't know what it is. I can't tell. I would like to know. So this seems to be pretty easy. These enemies are easy to take down, that's for sure. These are not difficult enemies, and I'm on advanced level tier, but the Eoki, I guess, are just not very advanced compared to these Tzenkethi.
This is the freighter Starstruck. We're not warriors. Spare us, please.
Dang, look at that. Look at that spread.
Please stop. We're civilians! There's children here!
They are negative 60.
We have latinum. It's all yours if you let us go. You're about to blow up a fortune here. Be reasonable.
I don't think I have a choice.
Ship. We're not a threat. Scan us. We have no weapons. Just sick and injured people.
I don't think I have a choice. What does this do? Destabilize warp core. It wants me to stop the civilians too. Well, the defense fleet is gone. So that's a thing. I'm just trying to get a feel for the ship. What do I have? Peripheral refraction array. Okay, and I got this thing, which is destabilized warp core. I've never really used that feature before. It's not like I really need it. These are not a tough enemy, but I kind of want to try it out, just to try it out. Because I've never used it before. But these are freighters, and they're negative 60. Holy crap. Probably not a good idea to kill civilians, but I think I have to progress the story here.
Good job! Not risk any ships escaping with Draconis.
This might be what makes Nethpar, you know.
No, stop! Don't shoot!
Stop
we
all
surrender! Did you hear me? I said
This is your way. Blowing up the helpless.
It is the Tzenkethi way.
Monsters. You hear me? You'll pay.
Captain, the ground team has been to safety. The proto-matter bomb is ready. Since this is your first mission, I'm granting you the honor of detonating the weapon. Get into position when you're ready.
Yes, as you wish, Admiral. Par out.
Yeah, she doesn't sound happy about what she's just had to do, so this is probably her breaking point here, is taking out this planet. Detonate proto-matter bomb. Here we go. Yeah, a whole planet. Woo! Man, they aren't playing. The Tzenkethi aren't playing around here. They're gonna do everything they can to take these things out.
Command is a difficult path to walk at times, Captain. Yet you performed your duties well. It will reflect in my next report to the Autarch. I have seen great promise in you today. Faithful service to the Coalition is well rewarded. Don't forget that.
Thank you, sir. I will not forget today's events for a long time, if ever.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty tough. That's really tough right there.
That mission took a toll upon me and my crew. To eradicate the Tranzuli was one thing. The eradication of innocent Ioki was another. Despite my personal feelings, I remained a loyal officer. Things would change on Draconis 3.
Draconis 3.
I led the proto-matter bomb squad myself.
Draconis 3 is a primitive, pre-industrial backwater planet. There is a large infestation. You know what to do, Captain. And Neth, keep your guard up down there. We think the target site is a temple. If that's so, savages may try to stop you, feel free to discourage them. Aggressively, if necessary.
So here you got the Federation, of course, who has this non-interference policy. Don't make any contact with anyone who doesn't have warp drive, at least. And then here you have the Tzenkethi just willing to take out any world because of this infestation. And, I mean, they don't care if they're primitive or what. The more primitive, the better. To them, they're just backwater people. An amazing contradiction there, and that's cool to explore in a game like this.
Our firepower should discourage them, Admiral. They shouldn't pose much of a threat to the mission.
We're good to go here. The weapon's in the green. Proto-Matter Matrix is stable and primed. The Admiral wants us to deploy the bomb in the largest concentration of Dranzuli eggs. Looks like that's in some type of structure ahead, not far from here. Ready to go when you are, Captain.
All right, let's move out. Keep an eye out for the locals and make sure the weapon is protected. No more lucky shots like they're known in 4, okay? The Admiral roared at me for a 10 cycle over that.
Alright, so now, I mean, we are playing as a Tzenkethi, and is that not just cool or what? I know what we're going to have to do here is not a nice thing, but playing as a Tzenkethi is definitely unique. Follow path. What do we have here? We got a melee smash. I got to try it. Oh, cool. Okay, we got melee smash, and I guess just our fists here to play with. We don't have, like, any weapons. I guess we don't have any weapons. Oh, wait a minute. We've got a dual proto. We do have some things here. They're just not on the tray. No? Okay, I guess we don't have some things here. Never mind. Ah, okay. Well, that's not... I don't have any of that. I guess I have proto-matter-laced energy blast when an enemy is near. I just want to try all these neat things that are new to me now. But,
50 credits as Tashan drops the bomb. Again. I'll take that.
Alright, we're gonna have to,
here, you know.
Let's try this one. Well, that didn't do anything. It did a weird thing. Knocked him back. Whoa, okay, I got that. Oh, that's shooting out the top of my thing. Okay, gotcha. Oh, that just knocks back. And that launches a thing? Optional, examine pillar. I would like to do that, thank you very much. Oh, this is I know where we are now, it just hit me. This is the first planet in that mission.
This pillar points down the road to that primitive structure.
I get this now. Draconis 3, it didn't hit me. I mean, I thought it sounded familiar. This is the first planet we come to at the beginning of this storyline, and we're trying to figure out what happened here, and that's where we find K-13 and find out that it has the Starfleet officers went into the past, landed here, and they had this whole mythology about them and everything, and this is that planet. That is so cool.
Large concentration of Dranzuli eggs ahead. Doesn't matter where we put it. The whole planet gets scoured.
It's like all come together, full circle, you know?
You know, after giving you a year of latrine duty. Shut it. We got a job to do here. Yes, sir. Sorry, Lieutenant. Just stay disciplined. Remember what happened on Hatara.
It's like all coming together, full circle. Which is really cool. So that like hits the ground and lets out a big kind of burst thing. Smash. So that's that. Okay, prepare the bomb site, enter the temple, defeat hostiles in temple. Optional, examine exterior murals. Yeah, let's do the optional while we're here. Yeah, there's the Starfleet logo. So cool.
They wouldn't want these eggs to hatch if they knew what was inside them. Are these fools gathering Tranzuli eggs?
I guess so. That one doesn't do as much damage. Trying to find the last mural to scan. Where is the last mural to scan? Not exactly sure. Oh, this is right here.
Look at this picture. There's a Vulcan in it. Mammals all look the same to me. You know, they probably say the same about us, right? I don't look anything like you. I'm actually good looking. Status report, Captain. Have you breached the structure yet?
Yes, sir. We found something interesting as well. Transmitting data now.
Starfleet. Interesting. Your scans indicate that image is centuries old. More Federation time travel nonsense, perhaps. Proceed with your mission, Captain. We don't have time for archaeology.
So, there you go. They recognize something did happen as well. Upper mural, that's what I missed.
What? Are they worshipping the eggs?
I got something. Okay, open inner door. Here we go.
Captain, Tranzuli signatures are most concentrated here. This looks like a prime detonation site, Captain. We'll get the weapon placed and ready to go. This won't take long. Who's on overwatch while we deploy the bomb?
That'll be me. Get the weapon ready. I'll make sure you aren't interrupted.
Okay. Oh, I have to go leave temple and stand guard.
Is that the door closing? Hey! We're still in here! Captain!
Oh, I had to leave him there.
Bomb placement complete. Priming for detonation, now!
this weapon doesn't fire long enough.
Bomb squad reporting. Need to stabilize the proto-matrix here.
There's a lot of them on me. Jeez, look at how many there are on me. Look at all those critical hits. I'm kind of dying here. We're like
the bomb's ready, but we're stuck in here. Transporters can't lock on.
I'm almost dead. Ooh, I'm dead. Yeah, I could not do that by myself. I'm on advanced difficulty, so of course that's a little more difficult. Oh my gosh, look how many there are. Okay, well, let's... Jeez. Back off. They really come at you. I need more weapons. I need like kit powers, you know. I've got no kit powers. I got nothing.
Personal shield losing power.
Get rid of the leader. He's pretty tough. There, the leader's gone. Dang, I'm gonna die again. Oh, look at that. I took them all out in one shot right before I died. Ooh, that was pretty rough on advanced. Just had so many at once by myself, it was tough to do.
We're waiting a large number of life signs massing near your location, Captain. A large assault is imminent. Is the weapon ready to deploy?
In moments, sir, but my men are still trapped in the structure. Transporters can't lock onto their signals.
Unfortunate, but we don't have time to extract them. We've received a priority assignment from the Autarch himself. We must depart at once. Prepare for transport.
Sir, give us a little more time. Beam an engineering team down. We can break into the structure with explosives.
You have your orders, Captain. Your men are acceptable losses, as are you. Would you like to join them?
This is what broke her.
No, sir. I would not. I left those men to die. And for what? So the Admiral could reach his next genocide on time. It was madness.
So there were no evacuation plans? No rescue efforts?
None. The Autarch's orders were quite clear on those matters. And the Admiral was all too willing to execute those orders. When we reached the Atosi system, it had become clear. Our crusade was not a just one.
Atosi Prime. Long-distance scans suggested the presence of Draconis infestation, but we'll need to be certain. Standard operating procedure, Captain. Begin by conducting a scan of the planet.
Yes, sir. Let's hope this was a false alarm.
Here we go. So this is the one that's going to break her. I bet there aren't any there, but he's going to destroy the planet anyway, just in case. How much you want to bet? Let's see what happens.
This is Counselor Hale Atunum. I speak for the Atosi people. We know of you, Tzenkethi, and your purpose here. If you scan our planet, you'll discover that it is free of the bioform objects you seek to destroy. A scan of our moon will reveal the presence of those objects in totality. When we heard the fate of other worlds like ours, we collected the objects and placed them there for you. Scour the moon as you will. It is devoid of life. Atosi Prime, however, is not. Over 4 billion souls dwell here. In their name, I ask you now, spare our world. Spare our lives.
Captain, confirm the Counselor's story. Scan both planet and moon. Verify the location of the Draconis eggs. We've been lied to before, and at great cost. I won't be deceived here today.
Yes, sir. I'll verify the egg locations. Scan the planet first.
No signs of infestation, Captain. Shall we scan the moon next?
Yes. Helm, set a course for the Atosi moon.
Scan the moon.
Captain, I'm reading a large concentration of Draconis eggs on the Atosi moon.
Very well. Prepare the torpedo launcher.
As you can see, we have been truthful.
Captain, return to the planet and conduct a deep scan. I want to be absolutely certain there is no remaining infestation within this system.
As you wish, Admiral.
Okay, let's scan the planet again.
Report, Captain. I'm picking up low-level signs of infestation across the planet. Are you as well?
Negative, Admiral. I believe the Atosi were being truthful here. There's no sign of Draconis infestation on our sensors.
Mm-hmm.
It could be residual traces left behind when they move the eggs. Or it could be shielded pockets of infestation. Another crude attempt to deceive us. We must be certain, Captain. Prepare to scour Atosi Prime.
Sir, with all due respect, Atosi Prime is not a threat to us. There's no need for this.
There is every need, Captain. Since you appear to be incapable of following my orders, I will deal with Atosi Prime myself. Tactical, prepare to fire a proto-matter torpedo at Atosi Prime.
Here it goes.
Admiral, no. Don't do this, sir.
No, we're not a threat. We're not.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it anyway. Yep, there it goes. Don't matter.
It is done. In light of your service to the Autarch and the Coalition, I will not have you shot for treason. If it were anyone else, be warned. The next time you see fit to walk the path of disobedience, I will not stay my hand. I'll see to it that your entire lineage is purged from existence to the last scale and egg. Do I make myself clear, Captain?
Yes, you do, sir. Helm, get us out of here.
And that's it. Speak with Captain LaForge.
Admiral Zen Tarak has a lot to answer for. We can only hope the Tzenkethi Crusade has come to an end at last and that nothing like this ever happens again.
That path, that That choice led me to where we are now. Walking it ultimately gave me the strength to stand against the Admiral and defect to the Alliance. I think we can both agree that journey has reached its end. From this point forward, I begin to walk along the path of atonement. That journey will never end for me, but I will help as many as I can with every step I take.
Well, that's an honorable path to take.
Thank you. I hope your superiors have the same opinion as well. As long as the Autarch lives, he will continue to pursue his insane crusade. I believe I can be of use to the Alliance when the time comes to stop him, once and for all.
Agreed.
I shall abide by their decision, until our paths merge once more.
Until then, goodbye. I'm ready. I guess that's the mission. It's a nice wrap-up of the storyline. It takes us back to the beginning of this whole storyline on Draconis. So we come full circle, and we learn everything about how all this started. And, you know, that's really cool. I like that. They've never done that in a storyline yet in Star Trek Online, is to bring it back full circle like that. To do something in one mission and then several missions later come back around to reference that same mission and give an explanation as to why it was the way it was, to explain it. That was very cool. And I also like the structure of how the Tzenkethi would, you know, start talking and describe stuff, and then we would be just like watching a story or playing a story. We'd go back and be that character and play that mission that they did. Did that 3 times here, 3 different missions basically. That was very cool and a unique storyline element that has never been done in Star Trek Online before. Therefore, I give them kudos for a new storyline element, a new type of play style that they had not used before. That's cool. It shows that they are innovating in that way and thinking about different ways to incorporate missions into the game. So that's a positive, that's a plus. And I also feel like we have wrapped up these Tzenkethi stuff for now, at least, pretty good. It sounds like there's now room, though, in the future to take out the Autarch. That might be a storyline in the future to take out the big guy. But that will probably be later on after the Herc stuff, or maybe during the Herc stuff. But anyway, it brings us into that and kind of wraps up the Tzenkethi stuff for now. And so I like that. It puts us in a good place to start Victory is Life expansion in the summer. Alright, let's hail command. Hail Starfleet.
Sounds like Captain Parr has had some harrowing experiences out there. It's clear that the Autarch is dedicated to wiping out every last threat to the Tzenkethi, by any means necessary. Disturbing. Alliance officials will be reviewing the Captain's request for asylum soon. The help she's given us, and your report, will go a long way toward the approval of that request.
Okay, so let's take our... I don't know why we're getting an Andorian tuber route. I don't know what Andorians had to do with this mission. Nothing. But it's a plus 56% hit point over 3.5 seconds. So let's take this console because it is unique. Have not had that before. And now I know what I guess the Draconian ceremonial polearm will be. That's cool. That's what they were throwing at me, I guess. So there's all our rewards. Ta-da! This, of course, is the one I'm most interested in. This is the new one, the Science Emitter Refocuser. Obviously, it's going to go, I guess, in a... Let's see, what slot can it go into? It can only go into a science slot, so it's a science console only. Keep that in mind. Plus 15% to Tetrion damage. Plus 30 to Starship Shield Restoration, plus 15 to Drain Expertise. So again, not really that useful unless you've got a Tetrion build or some kind of Drain build. But again, you would, I guess, want to tie that in with Tetrions. So, because Tetrions have an innate ability to drain shields, I believe. So this could go hand in hand with that. So again, very useful if you have a Tetrion damage build. Not very useful if you don't. And it's not part of a set, so nothing connects with it. It's just a console on its own, just a wild console we get. If you got a Tetrion build, it may help with your Tetrion build. And that's pretty much it. And we got a potato. Don't know why we got a potato, but we got a potato. So there's a potato. And of course, a specialization point or universal tech upgrade choice. And those are our rewards, and that's the mission. I enjoyed it. It was an interesting, like I said, story element and way to tell a story. On Advanced, it was a little more difficult with the Draconians, taking them out, even though they only had pole arms or whatever. It was just one Tzenkethi, and the weapon refresh was a little slow, so it was hard. There was just so much of them, so many swarms of Draconians. It was a little difficult there. You saw me, I died, and that's on Advanced difficulty. So there were no like kit powers to use or anything, just some weaponry that the Tzenkethi had. But at least we get a little glimpse of their weaponry and what those are like. Big, bulky, refreshes slowly, lumbering kind of weaponry. The starship flying the ship was really cool. Again, please somebody tell me what kind of cannons I was firing there, or were those torpedoes? I don't know what they were, but they looked like cannons. They were very unique looking, and it had to be cannons because I did cannon scatter volley, and they all scatter volleyed out, and they did a lot of damage too. So what were those exactly? What was I firing? I have no idea, but I want to know. That was pretty cool just to fly that ship there for a second. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I did not expect this mission to come. I did not see it coming, and it is here, and it did, and that's it. Is it the biggest thing ever? No, it's cool though. It kind of ends the storyline. It gives us an okay reward. I mean, pretty well, I guess, pretty much useless unless you have Tetrion build. So there you go. Not really useful for me. I don't have an ongoing Tetrion build. You know, sometimes I will do one when I have or use a Tholian ship. Tetrion builds and Tholian ships go together real well. Either the Orb Weaver or the bigger one, the Tarantula, which I actually haven't used yet, but any kind of Tholian ship was real good with Tetrion. That's their native weapon choice anyway, but there are others that use Tetrions as well. I used to use Tetrions a long time ago as a constant build, but ever since the Temporal Defense Initiative on my science character, I really like the temporal stuff. I also like the can't believe I forgot their name. Who are those people? The Lucari. I also like the Lucari. I'm talking about for science build here. The Lucari is a good build on science. The Temporal Defense Initiative is a good build on science. And then Tetrions are a good build on science. Anything with Tetrions. So that might help somebody out there if they want to devise a Tetrion build with that console. A science character, it would be a good place to put that on, to use that with. Anyway, there you go. That's what I got. That's the mission. That's all there is. So now I guess we look forward to Victory is Life this summer and see how the story continues. Probably won't get any new story until then, so, you know, as far as story elements go, we'll have to wait till then for new story. So there you go. Look at my pretty pink ship. Isn't that just beautiful? I've got a review that I'm going to be doing on this ship coming up, so stay tuned for that. Should be quite exciting. As I get back into Starship reviews, I've got a lot lined up to do, so I'm going to get them done. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.